everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a what is in my Disney bag tour. I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I bring with me when we go to the parks. I'm going to start on the outside and show you all the fun stuff that I have on the outside of the bag, and then I'm going to get into what's on the inside of the bag. Okay, I am going to stand up for the outside tour. I'm going to start on this side. In this side pouch, I have just some stuff that I usually bring for my camera. Along with the other side pouch, I have my lens wipes and I have my tripod that I usually carry with me. I have a bunch of keychains. I have my Pluto keychain because Pluto is my favorite Disney character. I have a Baymax keychain. I have a mini keychain. And then I also have my Pascal cutie cuff for the Flower and Garden Festival. On the handle itself, I do have a slap bracelet. This is how I hold my ears when I want to take them off. And then I also have my pin bag, my little pin pouch, and this is where I keep all of the pins I'm going to trade, and this is my display window that I have all the cute pins I want to bring with me. But this is the outside of the bag. I absolutely love this bag. I just bought it recently because I had been using this one for quite some time, but the straps have started to wear out. So I wanted something that I could use all the time, and this one just really spoke to me. I just love it. I'm going to start with the front pouches. In the front, I have an extra lanyard. This is what I'm going to start bringing with me for my pins. I actually ordered some pins online from someone that was selling their collection, and they gave me this for free, so it was super sweet. I also have my Loop earbuds. They're noise canceling earbuds. I wear them when we watch the fireworks show because I do have sensitive ears, so these save the day. And then I also have my Aquaphor lip balm. I use this for chafing. Moving on to the next pouch. On top, I have my fuel rod. I cannot go anywhere without my fuel rod. I always use it. It is the only thing that will keep my phone charged all day. These are exchangeable in the parks. You can get a fully charged rod back, so you can constantly have power for your phone or other devices. I don't use it on my camera. I don't know if it actually works yet, so I'll have to try that. Next thing up is hand sanitizer. This is actually hand sanitizer from Dollar Tree. Hand sanitizer is super important to have around the parks, especially because you're constantly touching stuff. You're constantly interacting with things that need to be pushed, opened, or whatever the case may be. So obviously you don't have a chance to always wash your hands after you touch things. So I recommend bringing hand sanitizer. Now, the last thing that I have in this part of the pouch, I think, is a little compact that I have some medication in. I usually bring Tums and Tylenol and just a couple of other things that I think I might need throughout the day, so I have them all labeled here. When we go to Epcot, sometimes I'll eat food that upsets my stomach, or if you're having a 12-hour park day, your head's gonna hurt at some point during the day. So I definitely cannot go anywhere without this. That is it for the outside pouches. I did go over the side pouches. There's a spot here that you can actually place your ears on. I don't typically use it just because none of my ears actually fit in here. I could just not know how to put them in there, but there is an extra pouch that I can use for whatever I may need. Now we're gonna hop into the big pouch. First thing out of the big pouch is my Disney wallet. I do have a wallet that I use for every day when I'm not at the parks, but I would like to use something that's compact for the park so I could just slip it in my bag. This slips right into this bag and I absolutely love it. I got it as a gift. So cute. The next thing that I have in that same pouch is my autograph book. If you guys are following along with me on TikTok, my goal this year is to actually fill this book with as many characters as possible. I may actually have to buy a new book because this book has a spot for both autographs and photos. So I'm going to print out pictures that I took with all of the characters that signed, and I'm going to put it with the same page as their autograph. The next thing that I have in here is antibacterial wipes or sanitizer wipes. The bathrooms for the women are always so long as it is. So this is really good to not only wipe down your hands, but to also wipe down seating areas, or if you're looking to sit down and you want to place your food, if the table is dirty, you know, wipe down anything. I'm constantly wiping down stuff when I'm in the parks just to save time and just to make sure that where I'm sitting or where I am going to be eating is clean. I'm not saying that Disney does not do a good job. I just like to be extra precautious. Going along with the wipes theme, I actually bring flushable wipes with me as well. When anybody goes to the parks, sweating is inevitable. you're going to sweat. It is Florida, it is hot. So one of the things I always bring with me is these flushable wipes. When I go to the bathroom, I literally, if I'm sweating in certain areas, I will wipe myself down to freshen myself up. And then they're just really good to have. I mean, you have to use the bathroom in the parks, especially if you're gonna be there for 12 hours, you're gonna wanna feel clean walking around the parks the rest of the day. So I like to bring flushable wipes for that extra hygiene. Next in my bag is my mini first aid kit. This is actually from Dollar Tree. In the kit, I have Band-Aids, I have Q-tips, I have sanitary wipes, I have gauze, literally anything that you could possibly think of. There's a hair tie in here. Anything that you could possibly think of that would be like an emergency. There have been so many times where I have worn shoes to Disney that I have not worn for such an extended period of time and they cause my heels to blister. So Band-Aids are very important. Next thing I have is a little pouch full of necessity. In this pouch, I have a hairbrush. I have some makeup oil blotting sheets because, like I said, it's hot, it's Florida, you're gonna sweat, and I love wearing makeup to Disney. I have a mini deodorant. I have a Tide to Go stick. I have eye drops. There was one time that I went to the park and I ended up getting something in my eye, and all the way at the back of the park, I had no idea where the first aid area was, like the first aid medical unit in the park was. I am so happy that I brought this with me because if it wasn't for this, it was an eyelash. I had an eyelash in my eye. If it wasn't for this, I don't know what I would have done. I also have some hand cream. The soap in Disney makes my hands really dry, so I bring hand cream. And then I also have an extra hair tie. The last thing that I have in my bag is some dry shampoo. I bring dry shampoo with me almost everywhere. I'm very prone to getting oily hair and sweating, so this has saved the day so many times, especially being in parks. I love taking pictures, I love sharing memories and making memories, so I always want to look my best, and I do not like my oily hair, so this has saved me many times when taking pictures at the park. By the end of the day, I know sweating is inevitable and so many things are going to happen, so having some extra things with me to freshen myself up makes me feel good. Here are a few of my honorable mentions that are not currently in my bag just because it's kind of stuff that I use on an everyday basis. So I always bring a perfume with me. This is the one I'm going to toss in right now. It's by Victoria's Secret. It's the Bombshell one. I don't have much left of this, so I might as well finish it while we're at the parks. I always have a claw clip with me. I don't always like to put my hair back in a ponytail because I don't want it to destroy my hair, but I do put a ponytail in my hair when I'm on roller coasters. So if I'm hot walking through the parks, I always put my hair in a claw clip. The last thing I have is my mini hand fan. I have to get a new one because this one is actually starting to not hold its battery as long as I'd like for it to. But it has 3 settings. I love this fan so much. I'm gonna be so upset when I can't use it anymore. But this is super good because it's compact. I want to get the one from Walgreens that is like Mickey and Minnie theme. They're so cute. But that's another thing that I usually bring to the parks with me. That is pretty much everything that I bring to the park. Some extra stuff that I'll bring usually is like stuff for my lips because I'll wear either lipstick or a lip gloss during the day and I'll want to touch that up, or I'll bring chapstick. But that is everything that I bring in my Disney bag when we go to the parks. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It literally means the world to me every time I post videos and you guys interact with them. It makes me so happy. I love filming these videos. I love going to Disney, and being able to share these moments with you fills my heart with joy. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Every little bit helps into me reaching the community more. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.